So, one tip I would give athletes if they would come to me and say, "Hey, I had a terrible weekend. I was performing really badly." I'll talk to my athletes about a lot of things, especially my students. We'll go into, okay, what were you feeling in this at bat or this? What did you catch that you felt like you need to work on? There's all that stuff because I don't want to set aside working on the physical because you're never going to be perfect in your sport. You will never reach perfection. So you're always going to have to keep working and tweaking and improving yourself. But setting that all aside, a tip I would give that sometimes surprises athletes when they're like, I had a terrible weekend, blah, blah, blah. I would say, okay, then I want you this next weekend. The one tip I'm going to give you, focus on your teammates. And they're like, well, but I'm talking about my performance. I love my teammates, but I want to know how to improve my performance. And I'll say, yeah, that's how you can improve your performance. You focus on your teammates. And so usually when I say this, it's because I know that the student's performance, the athlete's performance wasn't a lot based on physical. It was a lot up here. It was a lot of mental, because a lot of times when you see athletes, great athletes, they have a bad weekend just overall, and they're just doing terrible the whole weekend. A lot of times it comes down to their mentality, and they're so worried about their performance and their results. And so the biggest thing of advice I could give you is to focus on your teammates. Now, I'm not saying that doesn't mean you don't go home during the week and work on your swing, whatever else it is, but I'm saying when you're playing in those games, okay, focus on your teammates. Think about, okay, how can I encourage my teammates during this game? Or pick out a certain teammate that you can continuously talk to during the game to encourage them to say, hey, great job, you're doing great. How can you cheer in the dugout to help? How can you help someone warm up? Whatever it is, picking up balls, loading the tee for someone, whatever that may be, when we can take our focus and put it on other people, it takes the focus off of ourselves. It takes the focus off of us obsessing over our performance and our results. And a lot of times when we focus on others, that frees up our mind to just go out and play. Because if your mind is focused on how can I best help my teammates, how can I best encourage my teammates, that frees up your mind to go and perform your best. And so I'm not saying your goal and your outcome of focusing on your teammates should be, oh, it's just for me to see if it helps my performance. I really want you to care about and focus on your teammates and say, how can I be the best teammate for you today? And we should be doing that every game. But when we really are intentional about focusing on our teammates, I think, and in my experience and working with athletes, I've seen it improve their performance. And even if it doesn't drastically improve their performance, half the time they don't even notice as much because they're having fun, because they don't feel as much pressure. And like I said, they're not obsessing over the results of, I can't strike out. I've got to get a hit. I've got to field this ball. It becomes, I'm playing this game and I'm doing whatever I can to help out my teammates, help out my team, and help us to win this game. So when you go out and play next, or if you're really struggling with performance, try to just focus on others, focus on your teammates, and how you can best help out your team in whatever you do.